everybody. Welcome back to all my burrow folk, and welcome, nice to meet you, to all of my new viewers, or any new viewers that are out there. Anyone who's checking out my channel for the first time, thank you very much for coming along on my little adventure. We are once again going to be in Final Fantasy XIV. I will jump over to the other screen here. We are here, back at the entrance to the Sea of Clouds. We just finished the dungeon Somme Arle in Final Fantasy XIV's Heaven's Ward, the first expansion to... I was about to do the tagline then. Come along to the award-winning MMORPG from Square Enix with its free trial. Try out the free trial that gets you from 0 to 70 in... It also includes all of the first two expansions, including Heaven's Ward and Stormblood, which we haven't even got to yet on stream. We are like 1 or 2 levels into the... We are 3 levels into Heaven's Ward so far, out of 10. There is still plenty of Heaven's Ward content to get to. We were streaming it yesterday, and we are continuing onwards with the story today, along with our Black Mage, which is at story level, and whenever we get a lot higher than story level, I also have my White Mage, who is level 57, so a little bit over-leveled for the story, but it means we have options. And I know in later expansions you can do 2 classes and level 2 classes as the story goes along, so I've kind of got to make that reality. Yeah, we're getting very close to our stream goal of 40 followers, which I'm very excited about. I assume after the 40 follower goal, I will then set a little goal to get to 50, and when we hit 50, I will try and do something special for you all. I have no idea what that will be yet. I have an idea, but it will take me some time to sort out. So hopefully we don't hit 50 too quickly, because I'm not prepared for it. And I haven't even planned it yet. But there are alternatives that could be done. The other announcements I have, I think I'm not allowed to announce yet. I really should have checked in and made sure that I either could or couldn't announce those. I will check in, and then on my weekend streams, which will be Saturday and Sunday, I will be playing the Final Fantasy XIV Magic the Gathering set, which will finally be out. It's coming out in like a couple of days. In fact, it's coming out tomorrow, but unfortunately I have real world burrow tidying to do, and so we'll not be able to get round to it on stream until the weekend. So hopefully all the pre-release events on stream are all still available, because hopefully all the pre-release events on Arena are still available by the weekend, because I've got a bunch of stuff that I've saved up for it, like a load of coins and free draft tokens and all this, that and the other. So I'm really hoping we can get that going on the weekend, so that should be really fun. This week is a Final Fantasy themed week, part of it in story, part of it in magic cards, I suppose. But then we will probably end up trying to build a brawl deck, which I've been doing in real life over this last weekend, because I went to the pre-releases in real life, and it's an incredibly fun set. But we can talk more about that. Ooh, why is my controller not connected? Hello? My controller's having an issue. I was about to get to the game, and then my controller decided it didn't want to. Let's try this again, shall we? There we go. There we go. It's working now. So, we are here in the Sea of Clouds. I'm pretty sure this map's called the Sea of Clouds. Churning Mists. The Sea of Clouds was the other one. I don't know why. We are still above the clouds. We climbed some old mountain and are very much high up in the sky on these floating islands. A place that is not accustomed for a little mouse like myself. But we will get to it, because if these are an indicator, I know what is coming up. In fact, I know what is coming up anyway, but these are a good indicator for anyone who doesn't know of what is about to come up. All these lovely little floating ponds. And the team that we've been running with, Alphino, Yzael and Estinian, as we try and cease the war between Dravanians and Ishgardians. We have reached it at last, the peak of Som-Al. It is said to be the highest mountain in all of Eorzea, you know. I thought it cold in Coerthas, but the air here carries the chill of a dozen winters. Oh, I might have to unlock the Aethernet for this area. I don't know if I have to go to any other islands that I have to fly to myself. I wanted to not unlock all the Aether currents because then I could do it by on one stream where I'm not doing the story run. But I don't know how possible that will be for this map. Now that we have scaled the mountain, there remains the problem of finding Hroesvelga himself. How do we find Hroesvelga? What manner of creature is that? Oh, so these Moogles are not invisible then. I wondered if it was just Yzael and me who would be able to see them because we obviously have the Echo and can therefore see Moogles by default. As told by the Moogles in Gridania, who do hide and do turn invisible. Or are invisible to most people. I don't know if they turn invisible, but they are invisible to most people. Tegan, do my eyes deceive me, or was that a Moogle? Yeah, it was. It was my understanding that they only dwelled in the Twelveswood. I certainly never expected to see one in the Churning Mists. If the Moogle does live here, however, he may know where Hroesvelga makes his lair. Quickly now, before we lose the creature completely. So you say quickly, but I do have an Aetherite here that I need to interact with. Now we can go quickly. Gotta catch up with everyone. Alphino. He's gone. Tegan, we must widen our search. I mean, you literally walked through a door. We can widen it very easily by just going down this ramp. Make sure I eat the food that I cooked myself. Ooh, there's etheric disturbances around. Nearby air appears warped. You sense the concealing magics are at work. Invisible Moogles. But I thought they couldn't turn invisible for people with the Echo. I have heard tales of these Moogles, but it's the first time I've laid eyes on one. They are rather adorable, aren't they? What? Why do you stare at me so? Can I not find a creature adorable? My heart is not truly made of ice. Good to hear. What do you think of this, Estinian? I see no evidence of this Moogle of yours. Are you certain it wasn't a trick of the light? Mayhaps 'twas simply one of these strange plants shifting in the breeze. Nope, definitely not. There are no signs of Moogle in this area. No signs whatsoever. I'm sure I glimpsed the Moogle fleeing in this direction. Could he be concealing himself with magic? He definitely could be. That's kind of their whole deal. Confound it. Could we enlist the aid of one of the local Moogles? I'm certain Hraesvelga would not elude us for long. Though the eye enables me to sense the presence of dragons, I can only identify nidhogg's with any certainty. We could wander the mists for days and not know if we were any closer to his brood brother. And those are days we cannot well afford to squander. Shall we divide our forces then? Lady Asael, might I ask you to question any dragons whom you judge it safe to approach? I shall try. Yet I fear the influence of Nidhogg's rage will render most of the Trevanians in this area deaf to reason. And what of you, Master Alphinaud? I have not yet given up on the Moogles. Tegan, come with me to Gridania. I mean to petition the aid of the Moogles' kin in the Twelveswood. After that business with Moogle I've just realised it's also Moggle Mog, not Moogle Mog. I dare say they will be glad to help us. Assuming you have no need of me, I shall remain here. Nidhogg senses both the loss of his consort and the coming of the Eye, and his attention is firmly fixed in this direction. I mean to do what I can to hold his gaze, in the hope that I might delay any action against Ishgard. Thank you, Estinian. Come then, Tegan, let us make haste for Gridania and rendezvous at Nothica's altar. But I neglect to tell you. There is an aetheryte of ancient construction here, which should make the return journey rather less arduous. Pray do not forget to use it. I already did. So we're okay. I already used it. So let's teleport down to New Gridania. That's it. If you forget to use this aetheryte, then when you teleport back, you have to teleport back to Tailfeather, and then run across the Dravanian lands of the Dravanian Forelands, whatever it's called, and back into the tower at the base of Som Al, and then you can teleport back up to the top. Luckily, I don't think once you've completed the dungeon, you don't have to run the dungeon every single time, but you still have to run across from Tailfeather, which is not the easiest. Especially when you can't fly. When you can fly, it's actually not difficult at all, but a little bit time-consuming. I sent word to the Elder Seedseer upon arriving in Gridania, and I am pleased to report that she has agreed to grant us an audience. If anyone can help us to contact the Twelveswood Moogles, it is she. We are expected at the Lotus Stand. I trust you are familiar with the conjurer stationed at its entrance. Yes, I am. The Elder Seedseer awaits you. Pray, follow me. All the gatekeepers. Oh, it's not voice acted. I bid you welcome, friends. The Admiral spoke of having met with you, but it is no less of a relief to see you safe and hail with mine own eyes. We humbly thank you for agreeing to receive us upon such short notice, my lady, and for all you have done for us in our absence. Would that it were solely to express our gratitude that we came to you this day. Alas, the tidings of battle yet dictate our comings and goings. Elder Seedseer, we would beg your wisdom in a matter that may finally bring an end to the Dragon Song War. Speak on, friend. He tells her all about it. I see. So you seek a means to contact the Moogles of the Churning Mists? I don't know who's saying that because it's just question marks. Kupo-popo, I say Kupo. It's probably Cooper Cop. Yeah. Greetings, Cooper Cop. To what do we owe the pleasure of your company? I was struck by the sudden urge to bring you some fruit, Kane. And I'm jolly glad I did. Tell me more about these Moogles in the sky, Kupo. I will gladly tell you all I know, though it amounts to precious little. We encountered a Moogle high in the clouds of Dravania, and had hoped that you and your kin in the Twelveswood might agree to facilitate a meeting. Pray correct me if I'm mistaken, Kuplo, but there are legends, are there not, which speak of Moogles who dwelled beyond the clouds? Indeed there are, Kupo. Long, long ago, back when the world was still young, they say my ancestors served the gods up in the heavens. Of course, that was before the masters took to bickering like spoiled children. Ah, yes. The tale of good King Mogulmog the 12th. He is revered for holding fast to a rope of miraculous length, that his subjects might climb down from the sky and escape to the world below. Ignoring the more fanciful aspects of the tale, it may well be that Kuplo's ancestors hailed from the Churning Mists. Given how long your kin have resided in the Twelveswood, it is perfectly possible that the details of their history have faded into myth. Indeed, Master Alphino, such stories oft contain a measure of truth. 'Tis like that the Moogles of the Churning Mists tell similar tales of the world below. I can well imagine why the one you encountered fled at your approach. Oh, fleeing's second nature to us. We often hide when the larger races come trampling through the forest. Of course, where there's one Moogle, there's bound to be more. They're tiny, tiny little hands. Which is why I've decided to take a trip to the clouds, Kupo. They surely won't be afraid to talk to me. I was hoping you might say that, Master Kuplo. You will accompany us, then? Just you try and stop me, Kupo. I'll admit, the thought of venturing outside the Twelveswood is a bit unsettling, but I can hardly refuse a chance to meet my distant cousins. If you will have me, I too will accompany you on this venture, and lend my voice to your cause as an ambassador of Gridania. She also just wants to go into the sky. My lady, are you quite certain? How oft has our nation turned to the scions of the seventh dawn in its hour of need? How oft have we asked the warrior of light to risk her life to save our own? Full many times, I say to you, and never have they refused us. Thus do I choose this day to offer mine aid to our allies for the good of the realm. Is this not just? They're all like, I mean, you don't have to. And she's like, yeah, but I want to, so shush. A most unexpected and most welcome offer, Elder Seedseer. We would be honoured by your presence. Yeah. So my next dungeon party is going to be Kanye Sana, Kupla Cop, and Alphino. If only. Pray return to the summit and inform our companions of these developments. I will serve as the Elder Seedseer's guide on the journey back to Som Al. It being a path I have already trodden, I do not anticipate any great difficulties. Besides, we shall have the Elder Seedseer's personal guard to escort us. Back up to Mogham. Swoosh! I could just fly up into the sky with this teleport. I might turn the background music up a little bit more. Hopefully that's more audible for all of you. Estinian. Well met, warrior of light. Nidhogg has not stirred, but he watches us, unblinking. You are literally carrying around his lidless eye. So of course he watches you unblinkingly. You've stuffed his eye into your armour. The Elder Seedseer herself answers your call. Then there is naught to do but wait. They are here, Tegan. Imagine if Nidhogg attacked us now. Literally, one of the heads of the Grand Alliance, the Warrior of Light, the Azure Dragoon, and Lady Iceheart. They're all pretty high targets. Greetings, my friends. I am happy to report that our journey was mercifully uneventful. Devoid as the road was of Dravanians, it would seem the dragons have abandoned Som Al for the churning mists. Elder Seedseer, may I present to you Sir Estinian, Ishgard's Azure Dragoon. 'Tis an honour to meet you, Sir Estinian. I have heard many tales of your order's extraordinary skill and courage. He is a man of formalities, if not anything else. Friends, I feel it only right to inform you that we are not alone. The Mughals are all around us, even as we speak, and I should imagine that they are more than a little concerned by the horde of strangers that have descended upon their home. Mayhap now would be an opportune moment to introduce ourselves. Yep, we did just kind of wander in and set up shop. This should serve. They're hiding, of course, but there are so many of them, Kupo. I am Kani Sana. My companions and I have braved the long road from the Twelveswood to share words with you. On this, the occasion of our first meeting, we bring an offering of light and wind. Strange offering, but okay. Kubla Cop with his little trumpet. Oh, such a gentle and pleasing glow, Kupo. Mughals. And Big Mughal. Yay, Big Mughal. Moglin. I am Moglin, the chieftain of this Mughal clan. Love her headdress. Chieftain Moglin, it is an honour to meet you. Greetings. I am Kubla Kop, ambassador of the Twelveswood Mughals. A Mughal from the world below? Your hide is of a different hue, but that palm is unmistakable. I might need a moment here, Kupo. My companions were no less surprised to learn of your existence here amongst the clouds. I hope they did not startle you overmuch in their eagerness to make your acquaintance. Full well can I imagine your wariness. I am told that men have not walked here in nigh on 1,000 winters. Mayhap you will forgive them their forwardness when I unfold to you the grave matter which first brought them into your midst. My companions crave an audience with the great worm Hraesvelga, that they might negotiate an end to the war twixt man and dragon. An end to war, you say? I trust you, canny Senna. The light of peace shines brightly within your soul. But I'm afraid the same cannot be said for your friends. To be plain, we did not hide ourselves because they were the first of your kind to be seen here in 1,000 years. Well, not only because of that. We hid because we smelled dragon blood. These skies are home to many, many dragons. While some crave peace, such as Hraesvelga, many others crave the opposite, such as Nidhogg. Suffice it to say, we are worried that the presence of your blood-splattered warrior friends will attract the attention of the nastier kind and invite destruction into our happy home. Why am I getting offended? Of course I'm a warrior. Now, just a moment, chieftain. Tegan here may have doled out the odd thrashing or two, but it's always been for a really good reason. She is a champion of the 12-Wood Moogles, and I'll not hear her good name slandered. Now, Ambassador, let's not ruffle each other's fur. I shall, of course, take your testimony into consideration. If I may, chieftain, there is little room for trust twixt strangers. Might we not take this opportunity to learn more of each other? An exciting suggestion, Kupo. In the interests of fostering friendship and keeping an eye on you, I extend to you the hospitality of Mogholm. Prove yourselves worthy of our assistance, and it will be yours. And I shall be watching, Kupo. She'll be watching. My voice is very crackly after doing these Moogle voices. Nom nom nom. Moglu! Mokan. Muddled Moogle. Unnamed Moogle. Mogret. Mogomo. Mogdo. More unnamed Moogles. Mogmug. More unnamed Moogles, but one of them's playing music. Or singing. Do they have an instrument, or are they just singing? Oh, they've got a little harp, yeah. And Kuplokop, my good friend. And Mogwin, back here. Nice. I'm not high enough level to start this story mission. I guess I've reached the level 54 story. Let's see if I can get a level up by just doing some quick missions. I did say I'd not get sidetracked again, but I want to make sure that I level up the story mode with this class, because otherwise they'll fall behind. Summoning stone? Oh nice, it's the Chocobo Porter area. Phew. Right, the enemies here are all level 54. Maybe I shouldn't have just randomly started fighting one of them. Because this is going to go bad for me unless I can be efficient with my spell usage. Or pop Mana Ward would be the other option. But I didn't have my Chocobo here to assist me. Let myself heal up and wait for the poison to run out. It does mean that things like these fates are going to be incredibly difficult. Yep. There we go. I really need some way. So why are you not on attacker stance? I need some way to boost my experience gain, other than just food. Maybe I should run some Al again, would be the quicker way to get the level. Yeah, running some Al again might just be the quick way to get the level. Duty Finder. Oh, I've got the Duty Finder. I can do my dailies. That will get me the level up. Let's start with trials. Durability of some of my gear is noticeably low. I don't know if anyone here is a mender. Are there any menders in Mogholm? Moxie? Other unnamed Moogle who has an X? Moggy! Hello, Moggy. I should just go around and talk to all the named ones. Well, if it isn't one of the visitors from below. Nope. And my duty fired. Oh, Titan. Titan hard mode. Fair enough. John MMORPG. What a name. Pew. I don't want to get hit, thank you. Can't pop Mana Ward again though, but it's still up. Yeah. My Mana Ward lasted through 2 of them, which is very good. I do like to know that I'm the one dealing the most damage because he keeps targeting me. this time. I don't even remember what this move does. Umbral Soul grants unwaters. Restores an amount of MP. Wasn't quite quick enough on that move. My little legs weren't long enough. Nice. Very good. Spear of the Crags. Very good. Crag weapons I'm not actually that interested in, but I guess I'll pick up the weapon coffer anyway, because why not? I got some commendations. Was not expecting to get any commendations. Well, if it isn't one of the visitors from below, are you searching for something? If so, just ask. I pride myself on being the second most well-informed Moogle here, Cooper. Okay, so the information broker Moogle. Quickly hop into the duty finder again. We can grab a guild hest and hope we get the level up from that. Probably unlikely, but continue down this road and you'll get to the Ashar. My friend Mogmont's guarding the entrance there. It takes a courageous pond to stand guard with all the Skylords about, Cooper. I assume Skylords is what they call dragons. Mogwin, can you fix my gear? Have you come to admire my latest piece, Cooper? Ooh, it's very nice. I've been attempting to capture in oils the essence of the humble Cooper nut. But inspiration is fleeting, especially when the rumble in my belly overpowers the passion in my heart. I guess Cooper might be giving me. How exciting to have relatives in the clouds, Cooper. Mogmug, go on, stare at me if you must, Cooper. I have grown accustomed to such gazes of unadulterated adoration. Creatures of my surpassing beauty are rare in lands below, I should imagine. Ah, they're her fans. If you follow the path, this path all the way to the top, you'll come to the summit of Somal. There's such a lovely view from up there. Muddled? I don't imagine the muddled Moogle is the shopkeep. Has Maestro Mogwin finished his latest piece? I can hardly wait to see it, Cooper. I love that all the Mogs love each other's art. Have you ever seen such a splendid flower, Cooper? I water it every day. I can't wait to see it grow even more. I have one of the most important and difficult jobs in Mogholm. Watering the flowers, Cooper. You can't put too much, you can't put too little. Truly it is an art form. Oh, if only to be a Moogle gardener. Unlikely, but Moggly. Are you surprised to see such a fierce-looking Moogle, Kupo? The Pom Guard must defend Chieftain Moglin and all of Mogholm. Mind your manners in front of the chieftain, and don't make him repeat himself. Oh, it's a he, not a she. I can keep the same voice though. All the Moogles have the little chirpy. Oh, there's now the current. Okay, it's looking unlikely. Oh, bunch of Moogles over there. Looking unlikely that there is a mender in Mogholm. I love the rocks that are covered to make them look like Moogle heads. Oh, there's a named Moogle over here, Module. Mogholm is a wonderful place, but I like being under the sun so much more, Kupo. Feeling the breeze on my palm and watching the sparkly stars is so relaxing. It's daytime, but yes, I agree. I got stuck in the rocks a little bit there. And Mog Mill. Didn't even register. I got a TMN card. Mog Mill. Plays Triple Triad, and that's it. Good job, Mog Mill. Enjoy your card games. Oh, they're little chimneys. I thought they looked like little Moogle ears. But they're little chimney rocks. That's very cute. Got to love little chimney rocks. An unclaimed Kupo nut. So it looks like there isn't a mender. We went and talked to all the named Moogles. Yeah, there isn't one hiding out this way. Huh. Oh, no, all of that is a gap. Okay, there is no way to jump down there. Oh. I am number one in the wait queue for the Guildhest Roulette, but I don't know, there's not many people that do Guildhest Roulette, unfortunately. As can be seen by the fact that I'm still waiting. With any luck, we'll manage to find enough experience to level up. I guess while I'm waiting for the Guildhest Roulette, I could be killing enemies. Just for some experience, that would be useful. Yeah, I don't think either of the keepers is going to be a... Any of the NPCs that I've brought in with me for the story are not going to be shopkeeps. Because then when I leave, they will all go as well. Which kind of defeats the purpose of having a shopkeeper here. difficult. But we should be okay. Pew. Oh my food ran out again. I just realised that I'm not getting the bonus experience for having food active. There we go. Oh, this could be a tough one because I was at half health. Put myself a mana ward to keep me alive. This is not an efficient way to get experience. I'm kind of just doing it while I wait for the kill test to fire. Wasn't quite enough to regain all my mana. Oh, there we go. I also didn't even register that because I've got Fire 1 with the Firestorm, is it Firestorm ability? That when I use Fire 1 at the end of my rotation for fire, it does come back round and give me the option to potentially get a bonus fire, like a bonus Fire 3. I didn't get to commendate anyone. They all left too quickly. Well, that did not get me any experience, so yeah, I shouldn't have bothered spending time on that. Because I'm going to have to go into one of the other duty roulettes anyway now. Well, Alliance Raid and main scenario are going to be long, so I guess I'll just go into the levelling one and hope that gives me enough. Or high level dungeon one. Yeah, I know the durability on some of my gear is very low. My earrings are almost broken. My lovely experience boosting earrings. So that's 30% up to level 80, this is 30% up to level 90. I only got healing accessories, which is why my bracelet and necklace are so low quality. So I guess I should hit the... actually I know Gridania better. Let's teleport to Gridania. Even though I was just there and I probably should have done all of this when I was there, but I'm going to go do it now while I'm waiting for this roulette. Because I need to get this level up to continue the story. I can run over here. And go magic range DPS, ironworks gear. Come down here to the necklace. Yes. And bracelet. Yes. Easy peasy. Oh, and actually, what level is my staff? 50 with item level 90. Because that's item level 130, which is just strict better. And while I like the look of my staff, it did stop me getting into Somal. There we go. Wait, do I have any other level 50 gear that I'm still carrying? Demon Gloves of Casting is item level 120. And the headgear is level 50. It's item level 100. So if the Ironworks gear is level 130, then I can definitely upgrade my gloves and maybe my headgear if I've got enough. Oh, I don't even have enough for any, so that's fine. I don't really do my roulettes very often because I normally tend to stream all the progress on my character, and standing around waiting for roulettes to launch is not fun. Which is why I'm only doing it now, because I have to get the level up for my story. if I could run and find some good fates, then I would probably do that instead from Somal. Where's the mender? The mender is in the other half. Here somewhere, there. Independent arms mender, there we go. Repair all my gear. Just go through and repair all of my gear that I'm carrying on me. There we go. And I've still got more than 1 million gil. That's good. How is they're doing okay on gear. I don't really have any gear for them anyway. 39, 11. Yeah, I don't really have any crafting or gathering gear for my retainers to upgrade to. So let's just give them another venture. Oh, they're not high enough to do that one. That's fine. Level ups for my retainer. They've got a full set of gear. Just basic level stuff. They're level 29 now, so they're not getting anything from that headgear. Yeah, they're generally not getting anything from it. Okay. Go back to your water exploration, but at a higher level. Good job. Yeah. I think that was everything I needed to do down here.
Hello.
Thank you very much for the follow, Vanilla Strawberry. I very much appreciate the support, and I hope you're enjoying the stream. What was I doing? Teleporting back. Teleporting back up to Mogholm. I guess I can get some experience by just running around Mogholm. And going and finding a fate somewhere. That's probably the better way of... like, flying around the Churning Mists to find a fate somewhere. And unlocking more of the map as I go is probably the way that I get this level. While waiting to launch... the Duty Finder. I will be chased by a lot of random enemies, because they are all higher level than me. Nope, can't climb up this side. I know the side that you do climb up on is the other way around, but... big Hropken fish golem things that live in the sky. Very odd. Yeah, thanks to Vanilla Strawberry, we are now 1 follower away from our goal of 40, which is fantastic, and I appreciate each and every single one of you for your support. And with any luck, like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to try and plan to do something fancy for when we hit 50. Whenever that might be, obviously, if it's too soon, I haven't started prep for it. So if it's too soon, I will actually have nothing to do. Will not be able to celebrate it as much as I would like. Because I would like to celebrate it a little bit, if at all, because you all deserve it for being so kind and generous to me. And you deserve me making something fancy for you. Or maybe, if not making something fancy for you, doing something fancy for you. So like maybe I have an idea, which kind of terrifies me, but I will give it a go if that is what people want. That is possibly doing a singing stream. I don't think I've got a very good voice for... yeah, maybe. I was watching... after my stream, I ended up watching Shiro-chan's stream from Rainbow Meadows, and mentioned talking to her about Epic the Musical, and how much I am obsessing over it at the moment. And that she kind of encouraged me to potentially do singing on stream, which I have not sung anything out loud for maybe like 17 years, something like that. Dating myself a little bit, but yeah, I haven't sung out loud for a very long time, and not in a register like this. So if people really want me to do that, I might give it a go. I cannot guarantee it will be good, because like I mentioned, I have not sung in a long time. But I would like to think it would not be terrible. Hi, Sana! It is going very well. I did hit a point in the story where I can't continue because I don't have high enough level. So I am just running around at the moment trying to gain a level while in the roulette finder. But yeah, it's going well. I'm enjoying the story. Trying to survive some fates. Oh gosh, this is going to go badly. I've just realised where I stood. All the enemies for this fate are going to charge at me and then are going to attack me. And I'm not going to be able to survive an endless onslaught of enemies. So I'm going to have to move further away in the hopes that they don't just all hit me. There we go. That's slightly better. Oh god, no. No, 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 it's not going to work. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Run away. They've got ranged attacks. This is bad. This is very bad. Run away. Okay. I ran far enough out of that fate that I didn't die. I got some good experience though from just killing a few of the enemies. When I've healed up, I can run back in and give it another try. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying work, Sana. Hope it's all going well. Whew, that was tough. Fighting... Oh, there we go, the high level dungeon roulette fired, which should level me up. Should, being the optimal term. Or the optimistic term. I keep calling it the optimal term. And while it is optimal to get the thing that I want, obviously should is not the optimal term, because will is the optimal term on getting something. I love that most of my parties have just been Lalafell. We'll do AoEs on this group because there are a lot of enemies there. So AoEs are definitely more efficient. I also love that they changed Blizzard 2 to be AoE on the thing you're targeting rather than on yourself. Because that was always something that was a bit like, really? That's what we're doing? Like it used to have to be doing this, where you'd be like, fire 2, fire 2, fire 2, slide. Oh, I can't slide to enemies anymore. That's also kind of good. There we go, now I can do fire 3. Now that we've just got one enemy. The Einhander. I also do like that we're on Keeper of the Lake when going into the Churning Mists, because it's very much brain, sorry. It's very much that we are about to go fight Midgard Solma in this dungeon while going off to find Hraesvelga in the story. So, 2 big dragon related things. Big dragon related dungeon from big dragon related chunk of the story. I'm being so inefficient with my rotation as well. Efficiency is key sometimes when you have to try and do Black Mage rotations. And in order to try and get actual good efficiency, I might have to stop talking occasionally. But not too much. I've almost got my level up. forgot you had to pick up the key. Okay, we got some good AoEs while there are lots of enemies, and then swap into the lovely single target moves. I know that. And I can stand nicely out of the way of other people, so that if it targets me, no one else is in the mix. Oh no! Nope. AoE after second AoE. Our healer getting down is kind of bad news, but our warrior can seem to just survive themselves, so that's okay. Okay, any gear. The tall one got left behind. Not left behind, but the tall one had to run all the way back because they got injured. I probably should have helped kill that giant robot, but I was just focusing on the boss. Woo, that's the level up I needed. 54. hedgehog rock. Oh gosh, the healer keeping up with it. Yep, they are. That's okay then. There we go. Big Midgard Solma ghost. Now I don't really remember how they did the changes to this again. Because they did change a bunch of this fight. I should zoom out more, especially for this fight. Okay, well outside of their line areas. Now there's going to be a front and a back. Yep. Okay, not too bad. So far. Oh, there we go, fire starter. That's what it's called. Oh, I've got this light cast in there. Just about. Kaboom! Just pop a mana board while I'm on there to soak up as much of the damage as I can. Gonna limit break? I suppose he's not that close to being dead. Pew 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 pew. Oh, I got a play accommodation again. Very nice. But I got my level up, which is what I needed. So now I can fly or ride my way back over to Mogham on my lovely bed. Sleep on my way back to Mogham is what I was going to say, and then I was like, that is not a correct adjective. Or adverb? Verb? I don't remember. I can speak English, I don't know English. Is it a verb or an adverb? I don't know. Mogoosh, the misbehaving. Good, Mogoosh. I would join your fate, but I can get back to doing my story mode, so I'm going to be doing that instead. Sorry, Mogoosh. I've got to help the rest of them, rather than just you. Oof, flying sure do be slow, though. Or lack of flying is slow. But hopefully I won't need it too much. Because I want to do my video where I go and collect all the aphid currents post actually completing the Heavensward story. Hello, Moglin. Tell me, in the world down below, do all of your kind look so different from one another? It must be terribly disconcerting. What was it Kublakop called you again? I'm a mouse. Oh. Tegan. Your names are as odd as your appearance. Have you ever considered a nice Moogle name? Moglin is taken, by the way, Kupo. Moggan? Moghan? Mogmug? As are Moghan, Mogmug, and Mogwin. These beings are names of the 3 wise Moogles who will administer the momentous challenges that I have devised to measure your worth. I call them the Trials of Trustworthiness. Undertake these trials, and we shall soon see whether or not you are worthy of our aid. Hopefully I am found worthy. Hello, yes, I am Moghan, the foremost alchemist in Mogham, if you must know. If your tummy's gloopy and your wings droopy, I have a potion to fix that. Or I would if I didn't keep running out of ingredients. Luckily, you're here to do my trial, yes. Go forth, mighty adventurer, and mightily pluck 3 sprigs of cloud's breath for me. You'll find it blooming near the entrance to Eltholm. It's not the safest of places, so don't let yourself be too distracted by the pretty flowers, Cooper. And I can pick up the other ones while I'm here as well. Mogmug. Yes, you have the pleasure of speaking with Mogmug. I know. I am the fluffiest, most enchanting creature you have ever laid eyes upon, Cooper. Isn't it easy being this adorable? It isn't easy being this adorable. I can barely take a stroll outside without those relentless Dravanians throwing themselves at me. Why, they look as if they might just gobble me right up. In any case, fleeing their overbearing adulation is growing a bit tiresome. Your trial, madam, is this. Find these ardent archosaurs and slap them some manners into them. Mayhaps a firm smack on the snout will teach them to appreciate my charm from afar. dinosaurs. Mogwin, what's your trial?
Mogwin's the name, and art is my game. When it comes to painting, there are none in Mogholm who can match my talent with a brush, Cooper. I know why you have come. Chieftain Moglin has demanded that I test your trustworthiness. But, as I trust no one to create art that will satisfy me, I instead charge you with retrieving a masterpiece I seem to have misplaced. It was an ambitious and innovative work, guaranteed to fetch at least 4 couponuts on the open market. You must find it. Question the masses. Surely a pebble painted with such vibrant colour and unmistakable panache cannot have escaped the notice of every Moogle in Mogholm.
Well-painted pebbles.
Mogwin is missing his masterpiece, Cooper.
Oh, you mean the paint-smeared mess of a pebble?
I've not seen it recently.
A fact for which my eyes are profoundly grateful. Oh no, he's actually really bad at painting pebbles.
Maestro Mogwin has misplaced his masterpiece, Cooper. Oh, happy day! If I am the swifter in finding it, I will soon have a genuine Mogwin for the price of a little perspiration. Honestly, who has 4 couponuts just lying around to spend on such luxuries?
I mean, there's one just on the ground upstairs. Mogto, do you have the fancy pebble?
I don't know much about his stone, but I do know Mogwin's been creeping out the back way of Somal Summit from time to time, Cooper. Maybe he left it up there.
Maybe he did. But we're going to find out by probably going that way. Or just jumping. Yeah. We needed to go to Mogwin, not up.
Well, what did you find out, Cooper? Yes. Now that you mention it, I do seem to recall leaving my pebble out in the sun to dry. This second part of your trial commences. Go ahead, adventurer, and retrieve my masterpiece before some art-starved admirer swipes the stone for himself.
Yeah. I believe the muddled Moogle probably would go and take it if they found it. I also like that he has one fan and is like, I'm the master painter. And everyone else is like, he paints a little rubbish. It's up on top. Oh, I went the wrong way. I knew I had to go up the other way for the quests at some point. I just forgot when. Jumping bed, jumping bed. So when I fly around on this bed, it always makes me want to have this bed, but like with legs walking as opposed to like floating, because then it would feel like Fantasia, which would be very fun. Just having like, is it? There is a walking bed in something else, isn't there? An animated bed. Because all I can think of is the brooms from Fantasia and the chest from Terry Pratchett. The luggage from Terry Pratchett, I should say. As it is called, the luggage. What is the walking bed from? I think it's an animated film, whether it's like Sword in the Stone or maybe Sword in the Stone? Maybe. That sort of thing where it's like old school Disney animation and there's just like a bed that walks around, like an iron warp bed I think it is, that walks around on its legs. I just can't remember if it is the Sword in the Stone or if it's from something else with similar style. But yeah, a bed like that doesn't need to be iron raw. It could be this kind, but like the little bed frame legs ended up being actual legs, and it like carried you around with like a little run. That would be quite fun. I don't think there is a mount like that, because I think all of the furniture is unmoving and floats. Like the chairs that you can get, you can just float around on them as well. Do you have it, Cooper? Is my masterpiece safe? Yes, this is my work. Is it not exquisite? I call it Contemplations of Zenith. Thank you, madam. At last I can exchange my art for those delectable Cooper nuts. Chieftain Moglin will hear of this valorous deed. Yep. I'll get dark chestnut ordnance, yeah. Certainly. And then we get to fly out on the other adventures of bopping some dinosaurs on the nose and going and getting cloud's breath. Sprigs of cloud's breath. We need to do all these little Moogle quests. And there is plenty of them. Oh. Uh-oh, there's a fate going on. With aggressive enemies. And I'm a little bit worried. Where are the cloud's breaths? Those are the dinosaurs that I have to bop on the nose. There's a cloud's breath over there. I think there's another one over here somewhere. I think. Am I mistaken? I might be mistaken. Oh, it turns out I was mistaken. Okay, Matilda, let's go bop these dinosaurs on the nose. There we go. We can sleep one of them. Hopefully that'll give us a better advantage. Nice. Bop, bop, bop. Oh. Bop. Any more? Nope, just the 3. That's okay then. We gave them a good bopping on the nose. I also realised my thinking sound effect sounded like the horn to summon my bed. Oh, that's where the one I was thinking of is. I could have sworn there was one down there, though. It's not round here. Oh no, it's there. So yeah, that other one would have been the one that I was thinking of. Or I'm thinking of a different mission. Successful mock missions. To prove my trustworthiness. Do, 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 do. Yuki Freeman. Freeman is a good anime. Like, yeah, Freeman is one of those animes where I'm like, this is what I love about storytelling. Because the world building and the way it does its storytelling is amazing. Did you have any trouble finding Cloud's Breath? I do need it quite urgently, you know. Don't worry, I got them. Oh yes, these are perfect, Cooper. Now I have the main ingredients for my pom tonic. Speaking of which, how are you feeling, miss? Should you ever feel your pom losing its bounce, then I'm your Moogle. If you ever find your pom losing its bounce, it's like, sure. There we go, now we can go tell Mogmug that we did bop those dinos on the nose. You were able to humble my Dravanian devotees? Wonderful. You are as capable as I am captivating, Kupo. Still, my precious perfection does not excuse those louts from pursuing me so mercilessly, their tongues lolling and bellies rumbling. The Dravanians and their ilk have much to learn about acceptable acts of admiration. Yes. I have completed the trials of trustworthiness. Return to Chieftain Moglin and await his judgment. And there's another one of the quests for a Aether Current. Moglin's judgment. Tegan, if that is what you insist on calling yourself, you have completed the trials of trustworthiness administered by my taskmasters, Moghan, Mogmug, and Mogwin. During these grueling tests of character, I closely observed your conduct, as well as that of your companions, and I am decided, Cooper. Gather your friends before me now, so that I need not repeat myself needlessly. Come on, everyone, let's go get evaluated. Are those trials over then? My tasks have been little more than household chores. If our hosts elect not to grant their aid after working us like pack chocobos, I shall demand compensation in Cooper nuts out of principle. But I hope it will not come to that. Let us hear the chieftain's verdict, shall we? How go your trials, Warrior of Light? I myself have been sent on a number of expeditions to chastise the local dragon population. Did not the chieftain wish to avoid inflaming the Dravanians? Such contradictions aside, our hosts seem entranced by the height of my leap. They compared me to Mog, a lance-wielding Moogle warrior of Eld who also favoured such attacks. 'Twas meant as a compliment, I expect, but I doubt these furry lumps could overleap a caracal lamb, much less a dragoon. Sure. Conclude your business here swiftly, Tegan. I like not this place. Estinian is unhappy with the quiet little people. Standing here in Mockhair, my thoughts turn inevitably to the legend of good King Mogglmog the 12th, and his seat in the heavens. Like most, I thought it no more than a myth, a story for younglings that grew with the telling, but with every passing moment I became more certain that we had discovered the origin of that tale. Full eager am I to hear what the chieftain has to say. We've become such friends, Kupo. My Moogle cousins love to sing and dance as much as I do. Chieftain Moglin has finally come to a decision, has he? Well, I suppose I'd better flutter over and see him then. sorcery is this? That my heart should stir at mere fluffiness. Tegan, I was... No matter what is... no matter. What is it? Chieftain Moglin has made his decision. Well, let us not keep him waiting then. Don't worry, we won't. Too far. You're stood too far away. Steps forward 2 steps. Good. And then we're actually further back than we were. Never have I seen such determined workers, Kupo. It would have taken us moons to complete all those dreary chores and niggling errands. And have our labours proven the purity of our intentions, Chieftain? Without a doubt. In fact, there was never really all that much doubt to begin with. You were, after all, already friends with a fellow Moogle. But you see, before any meeting with Hraesvelgr could take place, certain preparations needed to be made. And what better way to help you pass the time than by having you perform all the tiresome tasks that no one ever wants to do, Kupo? Oh dear, the horn. Bring out the horn quickly now. We blow on this wondrous instrument whenever we wish to speak with the great worm, Kupo. We haven't perhaps been treating it with the care it deserves of late, and I think Morkan may have sat on it. So we needed some time for cleaning and polishing and straightening. No lasting harm done, though. Now you need simply head to Zenith, the worm's dwelling to the west, and give the horn a good toot. We are in your debt, Chieftain. Thanks to your noble gift, we shall finally have a chance to plead our case to Hraesvelgr. Very possibly, yes. But I wouldn't get my hopes up too high, Kupo. The old worm isn't terribly fond of, Your concern is appreciated, but I'm quite certain that Hraesvelgr will welcome our overtures. Should we ever arrive at his lair? Come, we have squandered enough time already. Still annoyed at him. Just like, really? Really? You gotta be like that? Chieftain Moglin, we thank you for your gracious hospitality. Though we must soon take our leave, I pray that we may continue to nurture the shoots of this new-sprung friendship twixt earth and sky. Of course, Kupo. Visit us whenever you wish. Consider Moghome your home among the clouds. Their little wave. Their little wobbly arm wave. Thank you for your help, Kupo. I doubt I would ever have found all of those rotten chores. Hey, it wasn't my idea. If the chieftain had spent a little less time sitting about and a little more time chieftaning, things would never have gotten so messy in the first place. And he was the one who sat on the horn, by the way. But now all those errands are done and the horn is fixed, so all's well that ends well, eh, Kupo? Yeah, sure. Well, I expect you're eager to be on your way. Did I mention your friend was looking for you, Kupo? If not, Alphino is looking for you. Yeah, I'll be waiting just outside, stretching my wings. Let me know when you're ready to depart. Alphino? You wanted to say hi? You needed a chat? To talk about Estinian, probably? To the best of my knowledge, we have all that we need for our trip to Zenith. And I believe the Elder Seedseer and her retinue will soon be making the journey back to Gridania. It would be remiss of us, I think, not to convey our gratitude to them prior to going our separate ways, shall we? Definitely. Alphino, Tegan, I do humbly thank you for what has been a most enlightening experience. Were it not for your pioneering spirit, the existence of these Mughals might never have been revealed to us. It is we who should be thankful, Elder Cecia. Were it not for your timely diplomacy, they would never have chosen to reveal themselves at all. And 'twas your presence, Kuplakop, that ultimately won us their trust. It must have taken great courage to leave the sanctuary of the Twelveswood, and we are extremely glad that you did.
It was my pleasure, Kupo. I've made so many new friends and have so many fantastic tales to tell my kinsmuggles back home.
And it is our home that we must return now. That we must now return. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal, my friends. Safe journey, Elder Cecia. We too must be on our way. Hraesvelgr awaits. Yes, nod. Agreed. Warrior of Light, pray attend closely to your companions. Pray attend closely to your companion, Sir Estinian. Beneath that stoical facade, a storm of anguish seethes unseen. Yeah, I know. He is carrying round the Eye of Nidhogg, which is just a big old ball of anger. He does carry it for some kind of duty work. Like, there must be more than just his... not duty work, sorry. There must be more than his duty as Azure Dragoon for the purpose as to why he's carrying it. And why he got it out in the first